This video production is sponsored in part by Murray Cozy Trucking Limited. With 29 years of experience and Canadian owned and operated, honesty, integrity, and loyalty are important. You can be confident when you cozy up with us. Check out our website at murraycozytrucking.ca.
To his outside, the double OD is David Delane. Inside row 3, the 5th starting spot, that's the 44 of Austin Hunter in the Q8 truck service entry. To his outside, the Canadiana Hotel, active coin number 12, Tony Casey. Inside row 4, the 54 is Brody Dobson starting in the 7th spot. And starting 8th is the 28 of Channing Spruill. Row 5, that's the 9th starting spot. Brandon resident 4H Grand Hall starts there. And to his outside, the number 88 is Paul Viert. Inside row number 6, the 11th starting spot, the 4B is Brandon Rehill, and to his outside, the 84B is Justin Bronk. Row number, where are we next? Row number 7, 13th starting spot, 44X is Devin Gordon in the St. Vital Electric 44. To his outside, the number 13 is Alex Johnson. Inside row 8, the 20 is Nick Audette, sponsored by Murray Chev Oles, and outside, or not Oles, pardon me, Murray Chev. And to his outside, Len Carlson in the 6C. Len is a rookie in this class. Inside row 9, the 47 is Eric Fry. To his outside, the 12L is Brandon Luczynski. Row 11 is Mark Kohankowicz. And on the scratch spot, the number 37, Roger Boisjoli. That is your lineup for your Castrol Midwest Modifieds.
All right, 15 laps on the AIE Communications board as we get set to go with your Castrol Midwest Modified class, led by the Winnipeg Dodge Ram 1500. Available, of course, at Winnipeg Dodge in the Point West Auto Park. Great field of Castrol Midwest Modifieds. In fact, 22 on the racetrack according to our lineup sheet. This is going to be a good one. We have seen some great racing tonight here on the big fast 4/10 of a mile oval, and we intend to bring you more right here tonight at Red River Co-op Speedway. Don't forget, we're back next Thursday for more Thursday Night Thunder. Start time is 7 p.m. All right, Castrol Midwest Modifieds preparing to come your way here. On the front row, Murray Cozy in the Murray Cozy Trucking 55 and the 30B of Darren Boychuk. They will be leading the charge out of turn number 4 and down the front straightaway here in your Castrol Midwest Modified division, and we are racing. Here we go. Murray Cozy holds on to the lead in turn number 1 and 2. Darren Boychuk on the outside of the back straightaway being pursued by the number 3 of Jason Somack. Somack looks to the inside. Cozy, your leader, gets sideways and almost collects the first 2 cars. Cozy, however, continues to lead here after lap number 1. Boychuk loses a handle just a little bit and drops to 4th as Austin Hunter moves up in the Keewatin Truck Service number 44. And now Boychuk gets into the 44's quarter panel, but the 44 continues on. Boychuk drops another spot, this time to Grant Hall. The St. Vital Electric 44X limping off the front straightaway. Hopefully he can make turn 1. And it looks like he will, so we should stay under green here in your Castrol Midwest Modifieds. The leader still Murray Cozy, followed by the 3 of Somack. The 44 is Austin Hunter, driving for Red Dot and Keewatin Truck Service. 4th now, Grant Hall. 5th, keep your eyes on that 54 car, Brody Dobson. He has won a lot of races at Red River Co-op Speedway over the years, but has not been here on a regular basis for a couple of years. Good racing here in your Castrol Midwest Modifieds. 54 of Brody Dobson is out of Manitou, Manitoba. Yellow flag is on the racetrack. We've got, well, a couple of cars involved in turn number 1 and 2. Caution is on the 13 car. That is Alex Johnson. Alex started outside of row 7 in the 14th starting position. Our race director, rather, determining that Alex Johnson the cause of that yellow. So Alex, if he can continue, will continue on the restart from the back of the pack. 11 laps showing right now on the AIE Communications board, all part of your Castrol Midwest Modified race, brought to you in part by SMS Equipment and QX 104 FM. Looks like the St. Vital Electric 44X back up onto the back straightaway, rolling down the speedway, so he will rejoin the field here. Our towing crew over to lend a hand to the 13 car of Alex Johnson. Take a look at the AIE Communications board. We will update that. Of course, we go back to the last completed lap of green flag racing, and that's how we align the cars when we send them off to green next time around. We do have a laptop computer up here. Each car is equipped with a transponder system, and as it comes across the start-finish line, it sends a signal to that laptop computer, and that determines where these cars are on the racetrack, their position, their lap time, and of course their overall race time for a 15-lap feature. Looks like the 13 car, in fact, is rolling Alex Johnson. Oh, maybe not. Alex Johnson still at the top of turn number 1, so hopefully he is running and just waiting to turn around. And that is the case indeed. So he will rejoin the field, but it is his yellow. So the 13 car, look for him at the back of the pack during this restart. All right, we are 1 to green. So on the restart, Delaware style, in fact, the 55 will be the leader. That is the Beaver Truck Center, Murray Cozy Trucking 55. Somac in the 3 on the inside, Hunter on the outside of row number 2 in the Keewatin and Truck Service Red Dot Freightliner number 44. So we are getting prepared to get at it here in your Castrol Midwest Modified Division, and we are racing. Here we go. Murray Cozy maintains the lead, but Austin Hunter now has great traction out of turn 2. Somac on the inside of turn 3, trying to get underneath the 44. Lots of cars vying for position here with 10 to go. On the outside goes the 4H of Grant Hall into the 3rd spot. So now it is Cozy, Austin Hunter, Grant Hall, Somac, and Brody Dobson out of Manitou, Manitoba. Keep your eyes on that 54 car. He is coming in a great big hurry. Side by side, Brody Dobson makes a race of it with the 3, and Dobson now has the 4th position. Brody Dobson started in the 7th spot and is now battling Somac once again for the 4th spot. Heads up, we've got a car off the track. That is the 55 of Murray Cozy. Cozy off the top of turn number 2. That will draw a yellow flag.
That was a great race, Darren. They were racing for 2nd or 3rd, weren't they, right there?
No doubt about that. 22 Midwest Modified started this race. So we have the pole sitter now sitting off the top of turn number 2 and just awaiting the official call on the radio to see who caused that particular yellow. All right, so we will once again realign the cars as they were on the last completed lap of green flag racing. Looks like the 55 of Cozy remains off the top of turn number 2 over in the staging area. And it appears he will need a tow truck. So not good news for the 55 who started on the pole and led this race for a while, but our towing crew heading on over there with the hook. So that cannot be good news for the 55 of Murray Cozy. 8 lap showing on the AIE Communications board.
Darren, you know, that's when they make a call like that, Grand Hall got credit charged for that yellow, but it's all well and good to put him at the back, but Murray was having a heck of a run there, and he's gone to the pits. He's out of the event because of someone's carelessness.
Well, Pat, we understand the yellow will go to the 4H of Grant Hall out of Brandon. So obviously some contact that I didn't see in turn number 2. Our officials caught it. So the 4H of Grant Hall, one of the fastest cars in this Castrol Midwest Modified class, will start this race at the back. So he has 8 laps to try to get through the field once again, but that is going to be a very, very tough order. So according to the AIE Communications Board, it is Austin Hunter in the 44 as the leader. He is a former go-kart racer, competed throughout the go-kart circuit, including Gimli, Manitoba, and started racing Midwest Modified some years ago. And his family is a true race family, and they've done a great job in the Midwest Modified ranks thus far. Sponsored by Oak Point and Keewatin Truck Service. All right, so it looks like Murray Cozy back to the pit area. Unfortunately for the driver of the Beaver Truck Center, Murray Cozy Trucking 55, he will be unable to continue. We are 1 lap to green here. Well, tonight's 50-50 draw, $1,205, and we will draw immediately following this Castrol Midwest Modified feature. Green flag, here we go. To the bottom of the racetrack goes the 44 of Austin Hunter. Brody Dobson, we talked about keeping an eye on him, and look at that. He is now challenging the 44 of Austin Hunter. Dobson out of Manitou, Manitoba, a semi-regular here at Red River Co-op Speedway, is looking good in the Subcan 54. But that young guy in the 44 car, a great young driver, he is not going to be easy to pass for the 54 car. Somak is third. Tony Casey in the airport, number 12, is fourth. Now racing with Viert for the 4th and 5th spot. The active coin, Dominion Securities Pepsi 12, is under siege from the 88 car. Troubles, how about that? Brody Dobson out of Manitou, Manitoba, spun in turn 3 and 4. Brody Dobson has charged through the pack in this particular race, and well, now he is spun in turn 3 and 4. All right, indeed, the caution is on the car number 54 of Brody Dobson. Wow, all right, well, Brody Dobson, after working his way up to the front, will go right to the back, Jack. That is a tough one for Brody Dobson. Well, on the previous yellow, it was the 4H of Grant Hall that went to the very back, and if you look now, Grant Hall has worked his way to about mid-pack, so now we're going to keep our eyes on the 54 of Brody Dobson and see how far forward he can drive in just 6 remaining laps here on the AIE Communications Board. 2 of the top drivers out there, Grant Hall in the 4H and Brody Dobson in the 54, have found themselves at the back. So they're not doing this one the easy way here tonight, no doubt about that. All right, we are ready to go green next time around. It is the 44 of Austin Hunter in the lead. Somak second. Tony Casey in the active coin 12 is third, and we are green. Hunter continues to lead with 5 to go. Somak rolling along in second spot. Tony Casey in the active coin. Pepsi number 12 is third. Veered is fourth and preparing to strike on the 12 car, but the 12 car coming off turn 2 with great traction and pulls away, but we have a yellow flag. We understand the caution is on the 22K of Mark Kohakowicz. Mark Kohakowicz in the 22K will get blamed for the yellow flag. So laps winding down. We started with 15. We are now down to 5 on the AIE communications board. So 10 down, 5 to go. Just a minute and about 45 seconds remain on our time clock on the flag stand. If that gets down to 0, and we get another yellow flag, it doesn't matter how many laps are on the AIE board, we will go down to 2 laps, which means a green-white checkered situation. So, in other words, what we do is we give each and every class 1 minute per lap. So if they have a 15-minute or 15-lap feature, they get a 15-minute time limit. If they can't get it done due to yellows in their 15 minutes, they go to a green-white checkered situation. All right, so we're going to realign the cars once again here in your Castrol Midwest Modified Division. Moving some tires at the bottom of turn number 3 and 4. All right, so at least one more lap before we go green here in your Castrol Midwest Modifieds. Austin Hunter, the young driver in the Keewatin Truck Service 44, will certainly look to keep that number 1 spot. Somak in the 3 has not really been a threat to him so far. But behind them is Tony Casey in the Pepsi number 12 and the Veert Landscaping 88 of Paul Veert. Boychuk, a fast one as well in the 30B, but just 5 laps remain. All right, just 3 seconds, 2, 1, and no time remaining on the clock. So the next yellow flag, if they have one, if they don't get all 5 laps in, well, we'll go green, white, checkered. All right, yellow lights are out. We're getting ready to go back to racing in your Castrol Midwest Modified Division. Green, 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 here we go. Smoke from the 37 down the front straightaway as your leaders already on the back straightaway. Boychuk on the move past Veert in the 88 car. Boychuk looking on the high side in the 30B car. He might make a race out of this. Austin Hunter continues to lead, but Boychuk now in the 30B car into the 4th spot. The Keewatin Truck Service number 44 unchallenged thus far. Look at the battle, the 12 car on the inside of Somak in the 3. The active coin Pepsi number 12 car in second, but here comes the 30B car. 2 laps remaining. What a race here. Boychuk now on the high side of Tony Casey as Casey gets on the throttle. White flag coming out this time around. Look at the battle for second and third. The TriStar Automation, Ardent Financial Group 12 is under siege. The 30B is right there. The leader coming out of turn number 3 and 4. That's Austin Hunter, and he will get a checkered flag. Second spot will go to Tony Casey. Third, Boychuk Forsomak. Fifth is Veer. What a great Castrol Midwest Modified race there. That is competitive, Pat Mooney.
Absolutely right. And Austin Hunter had lots of challengers throughout that one, but he did prevail. And you can see the fellows are racing for the lead. They have to take chances, as did Grand Hall, and he went to the back for it. Cody Dobson as well. Although Cody, I don't think he stayed out there and tried to come back. I think he just parked it. In any case, Austin Hunter does a great job. Austin Hunter started 5th and worked his way to the front and hung on to that one. Boy, tough break for Murray Cozy, who was running a strong second, I believe, at that point, and he got banged by Grant Hall, who put himself to the back, and Murray Cozy out of the race. A tough break, but a great finish for Austin Hunter. And Darren Boychuk did a beautiful job after starting on the front row outside. Lost some spots and came back to a hard charge for 3rd place. Rather 44, Austin Hunter, sponsored by Oak Point Oil, West End Radiator, Keewatin Truck Service, Millennium Chassis, and I'm not sure of the rest. He'll have to get them for you. Well, that's pretty sweet. The youngster started his racing career in B-Mods and has done a great job in that class. He leads the points at River City Speedway in Grand Forks, where you can see him tomorrow. And I can't see the point sheet from where I'm at right now here in Winnipeg, but he's got to be up close to the top. He is always a tough runner and a victor tonight. There's your winner, everybody. How about a big hand for him? Austin Hunter. Darren?
Thanks very much, Pat Mooney. Well, the Castrol Midwest Modified won by Austin Hunter, the young driver, a former go-kart racer, and doing just a great job on the big 4/10 of a mile oval here tonight. Austin, congratulations. Yet another trophy, another feature win. You got to be thrilled with that one.
Yeah, it's always good to get a win. This year we've just seem to be doing pretty good with them.
No doubt about that. You get a lot of help in the pit area and back at the shop. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, my mom and dad are with me every night, and we run a lot of races. And then every once in a while, I got my friends Brett and Daniel. Daniel couldn't make it tonight, but we had Brett here, and yeah, all the help works. We got all our sponsors: Oak Point Oil, Freightliner, Weston Rad, G2. Yeah, so it all makes a difference.
What's the coolest thing about racing?
Just the B-Mods. You can travel everywhere with them, and you can run wherever you want. We put in a lot of shows. So.
All right, Austin, how about it, ladies and gentlemen? Austin Hunter, your winner. Hang on for 1 sec. We're going to